Go hard, or go home. Go home. Go hard, go hard, or go home. Go home. Go hard, go hard, or go home. Go home. Go hard, go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these are championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, know you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
What up? Celebrate
What up?
time. What's going
You know
on?
it. What up?
It's our 1 year anniversary.
1 year, man.
Yeah, 1 year, baby.
It's crazy.
See the confetti back there? 1 year anniversary.
1 year, man.
1 year anniversary, baby. You got over there in the corner. See the 1 year.
Top corner.
Yeah, top corner, baby. 1 year anniversary of what used to be the Lesson Flow Sports Show, Lesson Flow Canteen. And now it's the bottom line, but it's 1 year since we started. Woo! Yeah, celebrating 1 year anniversary. Appreciate you, everybody. 446 members on the Facebook group. We appreciate all you guys. We thank you so much for joining and being part of the Facebook group. It's our 1 year anniversary. Thank you to all the members. I ask you right now to go ahead and share this right now. Share this on your Facebook. Share it later when you see it. If you're seeing it recorded, go ahead and share it then too. And man, we appreciate everybody who contributes to that Facebook group. You know, put some posts on there about your favorite sport, whatnot. We're about all sports. We may not be experts on all of them. We're heavy on NFL, football, college football, and probably NBA.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about any kind of sport. We like some boxing, some big fights every now and then. You got the boxing, some golf, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But give us your favorite sport on there. We'll talk about it. Post it on the Facebook group, and let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite sport is or whatnot, and we'll talk about it. All right. How's the week, Canteen? Everything going good?
Good week, man. We got National Day of Prayer this week.
Okay.
Ready to get that over with, and
right.
A few other competing requirements, man. But other than that, man, it should be a smooth. Last week was smooth, but once we get through this week, we'll be good to go.
Right. Okay. Okay, good. Well, good deal. Let me see. So yeah, before we get into all this regular stuff that we're gonna get into, we got a lot of heavy NBA draft, heavy NFL playoffs, a lot of stuff going on this week with the draft. Last week, this year, we started the show. Me and Les. Shout out to Les. Me and him started out. We were doing the draft. It was on this day today, May the 1st, 2021. We started the show. So we're continuing on after our 1-year anniversary. We appreciate Canteen joining the show in July that same year. Les is off to bigger, better things. He's gonna come on the show whenever he can, but he's off to bigger, better things. Hopefully he comes back and visit us off on. But we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And to get things kicked off, let's get into Major League Baseball. The Mets had their first no-hitter of the 2022 season. Combined pitching crew, they led off with Tyler McGill, who pitched the first 5 innings, and manager Buck Showalter turned it over to relief pitcher Drew Smith for the 6th with 1 out in the 7th. He again turns to the bullpen, and lefty Joely Rodriguez, who escaped the inning with a double play ball after issuing a walk-on. And then Seth Lugo recorded the 2 final outs in the 8th in relief of Rodriguez, placing the Mets just 3 outs from the second no-hitter in franchise history. And then the closer, Edwin Diaz, came in, and they did the first one in 50 years that the Mets have had. The first no-hitter. This was combined, though. No-hitter.
Wow.
So let's look out. Let's check this out. The last play to that no-hitter. See what happens here. We'll see that when it happens.
There have been 16 combined no-hitters in Major League Baseball history.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah. I got you.
20 seasons. Swing and a miss. Make it 17 combined no-hitters in Major League Baseball history. As the New York Mets have defeated the Phillies 3-0, and they have combined to throw a no-hitter behind Tyler McGill, Drew Smith, Joely Rodriguez,
Look at that.
Seth Lugo,
History.
and Edwin Diaz.
They haven't had one in 50 years, I think. But this is their first combined
in
no-hitter.
New York Mets history.
Yeah, so congratulations. Shout out to the Met organization. No-hitter. Shout out to them. Let us know what you think about that.
It's really awesome there.
Yeah, it's history. So yeah, still trying to navigate everything. Also, the Fan Control Football League also came out, and there was did you see Terrell caught he talked about it last week. I don't know if this was the same one, but he caught a touchdown pass from, or a near touchdown pass from Johnny Manziel. So it's Johnny Manziel out there with Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens. Yeah.
Let's watch that play for it's called the Fan Control Football League. So I don't know. I've never heard of it. It looks kind of like arena football. Let's check it out here.
Manziel looking to throw. Working away from coverage, throwing on the run to Owens, complete to the end zone. T.O. still battling.
Man. Wow.
Let's say it looks like he was stopped just short, but the Manziel to Owens connection is there, escaping the rush.
Wow.
And able
Johnny
to find
Manziel
Owens
to Terrell
downfield.
Owens.
I think sits in the pocket, tries to allow the play to
Look at this
develop,
play.
just
Nice
rolls
little
to his
move
right
to
where he's
outside.
comfortable at, and then just finds a wide
My
open
name
Terrell Owens.
Manziel.
Looked like his foot was
Terrell,
in
isn't
the
he like
end zone there.
44?
Second look.
Watch right here.
Terrell
It just
Owens?
falls in his lap.
Yeah, he's like 44 years old.
And he's in the.
Nah, I think he's gonna be older than that.
depends. You know, if it's a
40
touchdown, is it a
46?
touchdown?
If is it,
Hey,
if
look
the
it up.
foot is in,
About to check
is
real
the
quick.
ball in? I don't think
And
so.
then here's the
There's
touchdown.
Manziel to Owens to get us here.
Manziel
Manziel keeping
runs
it
it in.
himself. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Over 40.
Back in the end zone for the Zappers.
The Zapper fans been waiting for this the last 2 weeks. Right
Crazy.
here, the Zapper.
He's 48.
48. Wow.
48. Yeah, man.
So there you have it, Johnny Manziel to Terrell Owens in the what's it called? The Fan Control
Fan Control
Football
Football
League.
League. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, let us know what you think about that. That was interesting just to know that Johnny Manziel was thrown to TO. That's crazy. And then we talk about the one more thing we talk about before we get into NBA. We know that we had the USFL. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, they had their first ever. See if I have it here. Trying to pull it up. First ever in football history 3-point conversion.
Wow.
Crazy. So let me see if I can pull it up here. Where are you at? Looking for it. I had it pulled up and then it's been sitting here for a while. Let me see. Let's see. I mean, we gotta find it here. So, what'd you think about that, Johnny Manziel and Terrell Owens? That was kind of odd.
Man, I think it was a good connection, man. I think those guys are really gonna thrive and do their thing in that fan control football league, man.
You think somebody will pick him up? Go ahead.
Man,
Go ahead.
To be honest, man, I think Terrell Owens still got a shot to come back to the NFL, man. He's in great shape.
God.
He's in immaculate shape, man.
Are you serious?
Man, I think he can come back. That's just me, man. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Manziel, not Manziel, but Terrell Owens still got.
Okay.
Owens still talented, man.
You think so? I mean, he's still got. I mean, maybe he can give a little end zone. I mean, it'd be hard for him to. I don't think it can take the top off anymore. I don't think he can get behind anybody, but maybe in the end zone, be a big target in the end zone. That might work. Yeah. So let us know what you think. That was let's show one more video. We got the USFL, the first ever 3-point conversion in pro football.
This is crazy.
Let me see. Let me share this. Here we go. Where is it at? Right here. Trying to bring it up here. All right, let's take a look at that. This is the first ever 3-point conversion. They talk about it for a minute here too. Let us know what y'all think. First ever 3-point conversion. Can you hear it? Oh, I can't hear it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
The first 3-point attempt, let alone 3-point conversion in pro football history.
Here we go.
I was so hyped up after we scored the touchdown. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, hell yeah, we needed that score. So we went down and scored. And coach, gave me the, hey, we're going for 3, going for 3. It's like, all right, let's go for 3. And coach, props to coach. He dialed up something good for the blitz. And I got it out to our back, Paul Terry. He was hot in the read. And,
first
he made one guy miss with a great stiff arm, got in there. And I think Coach Bart, Coach Bart doesn't show a lot of emotion, right? But after that play, he kind of ran out to me and gave me a big high five. I'm like, damn, was that, that was an important play, but coach, you're pretty excited there, man. I mean, it's kind of like, and he's like, that was history, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It was a 3-point conversion. So
history, baby.
I could tell he was pretty excited about that. And it ended up being an outstanding call, RJ, just because we were up 4 at the time. And, a team, there's a difference in mindset for a team when they go, okay, if we drive down and score, we win the game.
You win the game,
or
right.
We're going to drive just to try and tie the game, right? That's a different type of mindset for the other team. So when we went up by 7, knowing that they got to score a touchdown and hit the extra point, which hasn't been easy in this league so far, I think that was a great call by coach. So, Paul made a great play, making somebody miss, and ended up being a big play in the football game.
Wow!
Right on, man. I was excited to see it, and I was glad that it worked. I think it was Coach Bart that gave Brock Heward, the sideline guy for the game, a great quote, which is, "Can I sign that?" Because I think they're going to send that to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's the only way I'm getting in. And I was thinking, okay, that's one way to go about it. I thought it was a great story.
He was stoked.
Well, and he should be, right? Because that's one of the things that is really cool about this league. On the broadcast, you can hear the play call. You can hear him sending it in. Pace Cookis was doing a great job of explaining what you were doing, what you saw, and what you were looking for on some of those plays. I've really enjoyed the insight into all of this.
All right. So there you go. The first 3-pointer in pro football history.
Crazy.
So they went down. They went from being down 2 to being up by 7.
That's pretty good, man.
I don't think that'll work in the NFL. What do you think?
No, man.
No, that wouldn't work in the NFL?
The NFL ain't gonna make too many adjustments to the rules that they already have, man.
You don't think so?
The NFL needs to
That's
do
too big of adjustment.
Right, and they need to change that camera scheme that those guys have.
Right.
The camera scheme that those guys have is really good.
So you like the camera stuff? They would add, but some of these rules you don't think the NFL?
They ain't gonna do all that. Nah, man. Okay. That's fair.
Let us know what you think. Should the NFL put these rules in? I think they should put some of these rules in. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. So let me see here. All right. So here we go. It's time to talk a little NFL draft.
Boy.
NFL draft. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see here. What do we got here? Let's bring it up here. So, let me see here. So the NFL draft was this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of Georgia boys went. Georgia Bulldogs went. Right?
Sir.
Yeah. How many Georgia?
If I look at Georgia, man, let's see. I know the first round, Georgia had 2 guys went the first round.
Right.
First pick, Trayvon Walker went to Jacksonville, and then Devontae Wyatt went to Green Bay. He was 28th pick, another guy was first pick.
Okay. But I mean, overall, a lot of guys went.
Yeah, I think Georgia had the most guys that got drafted, I believe.
Right.
Most players, yeah.
Kind of makes sense. Let me see if I can find it here. I'll put it up here. Georgia Tech, Georgia.
Kirby Smart bring them guys, man.
Yeah, you had quite a few.
Kirby Smart.
And I think it was 9 from Cincinnati. Cincinnati had like 9 that got drafted. Shout out to Cincinnati.
Yep.
Yeah. Alabama did too. So anyway, so let's look here. Let me see if I can share this screen real quick. So let's see here. All right, so here we go. So here's the ones that got drafted first overall. We had Trayvon Walker, number 1, go to the Jags, and then we had the Detroit. Let me see if I
Hudson from Michigan went to Detroit, right? The kid from Michigan,
yeah. He went to Detroit.
And then Stingley out of LSU.
Right. Stingley out of LSU went number 3 to the Texans. And then you had the Jets who took Ahmad Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati. There's one of the Cincinnati boys that came out. And then Kayvon Thibodeau, an edge rusher from Oregon, went 5 to New York. So out of those top 5, which was the best pick you think out of those top 5?
Man, it's to
be
honest,
guys.
To be honest, man. So from what I saw in the top 5, they were all defensive players, right?
Right.
I was thinking a quarterback was gonna go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was thinking a quarterback might have went off the
board,
off the top, man. But
right,
man, the guy I think that's gonna be the most effective and do really, really, really well. I like Stingley out of LSU, man. I think he's gonna thrive and do really good out of the Texas quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You like Stingley out of LSU? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I think Ahmad Gardner, number 4, who went to the Jets. He's gonna be maybe another. He's gonna rival what Darrelle Revis did with the Jets there. Ahmad Sauce Gardner, man. He's really long, 200 pounds. He's 6'3". I think he's gonna do really well with the Jets. He's not gonna turn around their season by himself, but he's gonna make an impact. I think that's a better pick to me than Stingley. I think Stingley's gonna do well. It may be one of those things where they rival to who's going to be the best cornerback here in a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years. We'll see.
And so I was shocked.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was shocked the kid from Georgia went first, man. Like he wasn't a big name guy at Georgia, man. He was not a big name player at Georgia.
Yeah,
like
well,
the big name.
Again, go ahead.
Like, the big name player we had at Georgia was the defensive lineman Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That kid named Davis. Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. They liked him. These guys say it's a B-. I've seen people call it a C+, a B-. I think it's the lowest. Some people will call it an A- pick. So some people didn't agree that was necessarily should be the first pick. So maybe he got overdrafted. Apparently the Jags liked what they saw in him. This says he's purely a project here. This guy here says that he need help at the edge, but he plays more like a 5 technique. He's a good player and tough player, physical player, but he isn't an explosive rusher. They compare him up with Josh Allen, but I would have gone with an offensive lineman here, this guy says.
Yeah, so who's going to protect Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
That's the question. Who's going to protect Trevor Lawrence?
I don't know. I think they could have got a defensive guy later on. But
I'm trying to get an offensive
But it is
like
the Jags, bro.
But then if you look at their division, AFC South, you got Jacksonville, Houston, Indianapolis, and Tennessee.
Right.
Man, you already know, I think the Colts are going to be a powerhouse in that division. And like I told you earlier, I think Matt Ryan is really going to catapult and play football at his best level.
Well, you're giving Matt Ryan too much credit, man. Come on,
man. Matt Ryan on a scale from 1 to 10, he's an 8. He's an 8, man. He just couldn't do it in Atlanta, bro. He had no line.
He's a late. He's an 8. Come on, bro.
An 8. Okay, what do you give him?
Right now? Matt Ryan. And unless he shows me something next year, I give him a 6.
Oh, you joking. You gotta be joking.
Maybe a 6.5. I can't give him an 8 though, bro. Matt Ryan is not an 8. I give him a 7 if he shows me something this year. I can move him to a 7 depending on what happens. I mean, you're right. Atlanta didn't have nothing for him. I mean, they didn't really help him. They got rid of all their big playmakers. So Matt Ryan didn't have a lot to work with. They did bring Pitts, but he was a rookie, you know. I mean, he can't do it by himself. But they got a great rookie. So anyway, the draft was this weekend. Let us know what you think of the draft.
It was phenomenal,
give us your picks. Let us know who was the best pick. I'm going to go with Ahmad Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati. I think he's going to make a big impact. Fairly big, at least on the defensive side. I don't know about the offense, but as far as the defensive side, I think Ahmad Gardner's going to make a big impact. He should start for that team. You think Derek Stingley will be a starter next year for the Texans? They had a pretty decent defense, though. Man, think he'll start right away?
Nah, man.
No?
I think he has to be groomed a little bit, man. But I like his style of play, though, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, this guy says, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They play a defense that doesn't put premium on cornerback, yet they picked one over a pass rusher. Stingley is outstanding cover corner, but this is a little odd. Pass rusher or tackle would have been a better option, is what this guy's saying. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense because of their defense, unless they plan on changing their defense up a little bit and running a different style defense. But right now, maybe that's what they needed right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, let us know what you think about who's the best draft, who's the best, your top 5. Is one of those you're going to be your best guy? I like Kayvon Thibodeau, too. I think he's a nice edge rusher. He's got good size. He's a pass rusher, I think. I don't know how much big an impact he'll make in the Giants, but the Giants they needed an edge rusher. He might be good. I don't want him to be that good because he's with the Giants, but I think he's going to be pretty good. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see. So we'll look at since Washington, since we have, hold on. Since Les is not here, we'll look and see what happened. We'll see if I can bring in. Let's see. I wanted to see if I could bring in all the people, but we're gonna look at Washington's draft. That's Les's team. If he wants to chime in, he can chime in. Let us know what he thinks. But we're gonna kind of look at as far as what his draft picks were. Let's put them up on the board here. See if we can bring them up. So Washington, they had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 draft picks. So they had 7 draft picks. They had 1 first rounder, 1 second, a third rounder, a fourth rounder, 2 fifth rounders, and 2 seventh round picks. So overall, what stands out to you there with Washington as far as who they picked?
You got to put the picks on the board?
Yeah, I'm going to put it up right now.
Let me see what they're working with, man.
Okay. So here. So their first pick was Jahan Dotson out of Penn State, a wide receiver. Then they picked
from Alabama.
Fedarian Mathis out of Bama, a defensive lineman, 6'4", 312, in the second round. Then they got Brian Robinson, a running back out of Bama. So they got 2 Bama guys. Then they picked Percy Butler, a safety out of University of Louisiana. Then they picked up a quarterback in the 5th round. I don't know. I mean, maybe they're looking to see maybe for the future.
Kid for North Carolina.
Sam Howell, from North Carolina, they got him. So I don't know. That's who they picked in the 5th round. Then they had another 5th rounder. They picked a tight end, Cole Turner. Maybe trying to give Wentz some more weapons or options. I mean, he's a 5th rounder. They gave it a C+. This guy gave it a C+ here. For the quarterback, they gave it an A.
They gave him 8 for Howell?
Yeah, for Howell, for picking. He says he's fine-tuning, pocket presence, deep ball accuracy, but he's young, strong arm, lots of toughness. He will not be able to run like he did in college, but quality value, Carson Insurance. So they're thinking maybe he can back up Carson. He'll be the backup eventually. And then he got at number 7, Chris Paul, offensive line out of Tulsa. Apparently Tulsa had a good offensive line. A couple people. Yeah, I think we picked up one too. So Christian Holmes, a cornerback out of Oklahoma State, at around 7. They gave that a C. So what do you look here? What was their best pick? What was their kind of? We were kind of reaching. What do you think? Who was their best pick?
The
worst pick.
Man, what I would say, man, Washington has a lot of holes in their offense, defense. So I think all these guys will add, depth to what they have.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to make a concrete decision, man, I would go with this kid Brian Robinson from Alabama, man. The run game.
Really?
They got to beef the run game up, man. To me.
Okay.
But I think everything that they selected is what's needed for Washington.
Okay.
But I would go with the running back, man.
So you think that was a good pick? I mean, if they really needed a running back, I mean, he was rated the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th running back in the country
on the draft.
On the draft board. So I don't know. I don't know who else. I think was Kenneth Walker still available? I would have took Kenneth Walker or Isaiah Spiller, but they wanted to get the guy from Bama. I don't know. We'll see what. I think that was a decent pick. This guy's saying it wasn't a very good pick, according to him. As far as the Bama, he gave it a C+. He says one of the more underrated big backs in the class. Feet like he's 20 pounds lighter. Defenders fall off of him. Not a burner type, so he's more of a ground and pound guy. Vision, the contact balance pluses is deceptively good in the backfield. Minimal mileage on his legs. It was a big need here. Was this the biggest need here? So I don't know if that was their biggest need at that point.
I mean, what do you feel like their biggest? Because I mean, they already got Wentz as quarterback, and so you rating this guy from North Carolina. I think he's a decent quarterback, but did you really need another quarterback?
I mean, you need. I guess you need a backup too for what's his name? That's what I'm thinking.
Wentz.
For Wentz, because they're afraid he might get hurt. Maybe that's what they were looking at. But who is this guy they took? Jahan Dotson. I mean, he's not bad. He was rated the 6th overall receiver. This was a deep receiver draft. So, I mean, they did need receivers. So I think that was their best pick. I think their wide receiver, Jahan Dotson, was their best to me, because they do need help on offense, though I don't really care for them to do better on offense, So do you
think, so let me ask you this. Do you think all these picks they selected, will it fulfill them in becoming a better team, or you think they're still going to be mediocre, subpar? Do you think they'll, as far as the NFC East, where do you think they'll sit?
I mean, to me, I think they should have went all offense in the first 3 picks.
In the first 3 picks?
There should have been a wide receiver, maybe even get another wide receiver in the second, and get your running back. Get your running back right there. I would have got the running back, because they really don't. To me, they don't need D-line help. Once Chase Young comes back, he was hurt last year. Of course,
he'll be
that's going to shore up your D-line. To me, just having him healthy is going to be a big plus for them on the defensive line. I don't know why they would draft this guy. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I'm saying I would have been all offense in the first 3.
Oh, I got a bone to pick with you. After we finish this, I got a bone to pick with you.
But I would have went all offense with the 3, maybe even their first 4 picks. I would have been all offense, and then maybe gone with some defense. They took a quarterback in the 5th round, and maybe their last 3 picks do get some defensive guys. I don't know. They must have really fell in love with this guy from Mathis from Bama. I guess they feel like he's going to be, someone to help them fill the gap, and give some run. Maybe some run support and that kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I think there was a bigger need for them. I think they should have gone offense the first 3 picks for me. But what do you think? Let us know what you think. Do you like the Washington's picks? That's Les's team. So let us know what you think. So here we go. Atlanta Falcons make their pick. All right. Let me bring up your team here. So the Atlanta Falcons, I think this is a decent draft for you guys. I'm not going to say too much, but so you took Drake London, the 8th pick, and then you took Arnold.
The kid from Penn State.
Ebukati.
Yeah, African kid.
Arnold Ebukati. And then you got Troy Anderson, a linebacker. So that was an edge rusher from Penn State, linebacker from Michigan or Montana State.
Montana
okay,
State.
Middle Tennessee. It might be Middle
Tennessee. I think Middle Tennessee.
Okay. And Troy Anderson, anyway, he was a linebacker. Took him in the second round.
Oh, yeah. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next
Ritter, QB out of Cincinnati in the 3rd round.
Yes, sir.
And then you got D'Angelo Usher in the 3rd round. And then you had
that kid from BYU.
Hold on. I'm trying to look it up here on the thing. Tyler Allgeier.
Yep.
And then Justin Schaefer, offensive lineman, a running back from BYU. I don't know why he took one from BYU. Then John Fitzgerald, a tight end out of Georgia. I don't know. Jordan really have tight ends. Are they known for tight ends?
Man, so I'm gonna be honest, man.
So what was your overall grade for the draft, and then tell me your worst pick and your best pick. What do you think?
I think that tight end was the worst pick, man. We really don't need no tight end at all, man.
You don't need one? Yeah.
Nah, man. We already got a tight end.
You got Pitts.
And so why would you get somebody else? I think now scroll down, scroll back down.
It was your last pick. That's back up. You mean?
Yeah, he's garbage. Okay.
What was your
Stop
best
right
pick?
there. The best pick was Desmond Ritter. They should have pulled him off the board first. They should have pulled him off the board first, bro. Let me be honest. That receiver they got from USC is straight garbage. He garbage, man. He was injured last season, the entire season.
Are you serious?
He was hurt the whole season.
Okay. But that doesn't mean he's no good.
Listen, man, you already know, like I know, and how I feel about what I feel.
So you're saying Drake London was your worst pick?
No. I said the tight end was the worst pick.
Tight end's the worst pick
because we already got Pitts.
Is he a close second? Are you saying Drake is a close second?
No. He ain't no second. The best.
You think they should have picked a different receiver? You think they should have gone with? You should have got. I mean.
They should have got one of them Bama boys, man. One of Nick Saban boys.
You think
I'm
so?
telling you.
I mean, they could have got Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave or Jameis Williamson. I mean, to me, he's not a bad pick, but I mean, you still had the best receiver on the board. To me, Garrett Wilson or Jameson Williams, those were the top 2 receivers. I mean, Jameson Williams ran a 4.25. You know, Drake London runs a 4.5. Why are you picking? You like a big body? Is that what you all wanted? A big body?
I'm not saying he's the worst. I don't know.
To me, that's the worst value pick. You guys, that's the worst pick for you guys. Because you had Garrett. Yeah, because you had Garrett Wilson and Jameson Williams and Chris Olave. All those guys are still on the board.
They could have pulled him off the board first. That's what I'm. Okay, so I understand.
So I don't understand why you picked this guy at this point when you had those other receivers. That was the first receiver off the board, man.
So as I said, Flo, okay. I praise and thank God. We got a quarterback. That's what we needed. We needed a quarterback.
Mariota's a quarterback. You ain't got a quarterback.
Man.
Talking about Desmond Ritter?
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Who the better quarterback, Matt Ryan or Mariota? You answer that. You already know. You already know.
Matt Ryan's better. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'll give you that. Matt Ryan's better.
So Matt Ryan a better quarterback, and we drafted Ritter. They gonna groom Ritter. Ritter gonna be up and coming. And we winning 14 games this year. 14 games, and we're going to the playoffs.
14 games?
Playoffs.
Come on, bro. Come on now.
Bro.
Hey, this is probably best case scenario for you. And Mariota either plays how he played is maybe his first or second season with the Tennessee Titans, or he gets hurt and you got to put in Desmond Ritter. And Desmond
you got to bring Ritter up, man.
I'm just saying.
They're not gonna play Josh Rosen.
I mean, Desmond Ritter's not ready, but he's gonna be good. He's athletic. He's a smart guy.
He got a nice build.
he's got some accuracy issues. Yeah, but they gave him an A- on here. He said they were surprised it wasn't Malik Willis because you could have got Malik Willis even there, but you went with Ritter. So I don't know.
Now, I'm gonna be honest.
If Malik Willis goes on to be a Pro Bowler, then that was a big flub. But if Desmond Ritter goes off as a Pro Bowler, then I guess it's all right to watch.
And so what I had said at first, man, I already knew Kenny Pickett was gonna come out the board first.
Okay.
We weren't gonna get him.
Right.
But if I had to pick,
you could have got him at number 8. We wanted him.
If I had to pick between Ritter,
that would have been too high. But go ahead.
Okay, so who do you think the better quarterback, Malik Willis or Ritter? I think Malik Willis. Malik
Willis has a high ceiling.
Yeah.
I think Ritter's a little closer to being ready to play in the NFL, but I think Malik Willis has a higher ceiling. But he also has a lot of bust potential. He has some bust potential written all over him, man. But I think he has a higher ceiling.
And he played for my alma mater, Liberty University.
All right, shout out Liberty University. Yeah. All right, so that's what I think. Let us know what you think about the Falcons.
All right, now pull up the Cowboys. Pull up the Cowboys now.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you, boy, y'all made some. Man, listen.
Look,
Jerry Jones gonna be y'all downfall, bro. I'm telling y'all.
All right, so let's just go through it. Don't jump in. Let me get through the picks, and then you can jump in and say your piece. So we took Tyler Smith, offensive lineman out of Tulsa, the first round. Pick number 24. He's at the kind of at the bottom. Sam Williams, defensive lineman out of Mississippi, number 2. In the second round, and then we took a wide receiver, Jalen Tolbert, in the third round, pick 88. And then Jake Ferguson, a tight end out of Wisconsin. And then Matt Awalesko, O-lineman out of, is that North Dakota? I think that's North Dakota. And then Daron Bland, a cornerback out of Fresno. Damon Clark, a linebacker out of LSU in the 5th round. And then John Ridgway, defensive lineman out of Arkansas. And then Devin Harper, a linebacker out of Oklahoma State. All right, that was the Cowboys pick. What do you got, team? Best pick, worst pick?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Y'all made a great decision to get a receiver, man. Once y'all got rid of, I think y'all still got Michael. What's his name? Michael
Gallup.
And then when y'all got rid of Amari Cooper, y'all needed another receiver that got some depth. But y'all defense already solid, man. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Here's the thing that the Cowboys got to do, man. Dak Prescott got to prove himself. Y'all paid him. He got paid. Now,
he got paid.
This is the year that he got to ante up. He got to ante up, man. So, but I think across the board, y'all are a decent team. I think adding a receiver is good. Right. Everything else on y'all team look good to me. But like I say, what's the name got to ante up, man?
Yeah.
Your boy got to ante up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we should have took Christian Watson. I think he was still available. When did he get picked? When did Christian Watson get picked? I would have taken him. Position rank 4.36. He's 6'5", 211 out of North Dakota State. I would have taken him. I don't know why they took this guy. There was a couple other receivers that were probably a better pick than him. I'm glad we took a receiver. But I don't know if he was the best at that time. I don't know if he was the best
on the board.
Right. I don't know if he was necessarily the best guy on the board. This guy gives it a B-. He says older prospect who's fun vertical threat because of his ball tracking ability, deceptive speed, quality. Not spectacular routes, not a major yak weapon. Feels like a good complementary type. That's what he'll ask to be in Dallas. So they gave it a B-. So it's not a bad pick necessarily. I would have probably, I'm trying to remember if to me, I would have taken a different receiver. I would have taken more of a speed guy, take the top off a little bit, because they're going to double CD Lamb. I would have taken, I don't think Chris Olave was available, but I think, was Burks available? John Mechie. I would have taken John Mechie even. I would have taken John Sky Moore. I would have taken him. The guy, I think Kansas City got him. He's a guy out of Western Michigan. He's a 5'10" guy, but he's pretty quick. I think he ran a 4.2 or something like that. I have to see what he ran. Yeah.
I'll let you finish. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is it gonna take for Dallas to get over the hump? And what is it gonna take for y'all to get past the first round of the playoffs? Y'all got the y'all got the talent, bro. Y'all got the talent.
Get
man.
Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback.
Oh, you gonna need a lot of ducats then, bro. You gonna need a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, I think it's gonna take either Jerry Jones allowing his coaches, allowing the coaches to coach and stay out of the coaching business, just be an owner. So it's either going to take Jerry Jones kind of getting his nose out of all the coaching and everything that happens in the
just be an owner. Just be an owner.
Just be an owner. Give your input, and because I know he likes to be in there and talking. He does pretty good with the draft, so I don't mind him being involved in the draft. But just stay out of all the coaching and all the other stuff. Stay out of it, and just be mostly an owner. That's what I say, and that's the only way we're going to get there. The only other way is if, he sells the team to a new owner. I mean, because he's not going to stay out. He's not going to stay out of it. So, I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Unless Jerry passes away. I mean, but he's still going to give it to his son. So, I mean, unless he sells the team, I mean, his sons are kind of like him. They're not quite as... I mean, I would rather his sons be running it than him, because I feel like his sons would stay out of it a little more, the coaching aspect, the day-to-day player, talking about who's going to do what. So, to me, that's what I feel. But anyway, so that's what we got, man. Right, you got anything else on the draft? Go ahead.
Okay, so we already made an agreement. So once the schedule drops next week, we're going to come to the conclusion and pick which game we're going to. The only reason I want to go, I've been through Texas, but I want to go in AT&T and see what it's like with all my Falcon paraphernalia.
I haven't even been to AT&T.
Well, we going.
Let's go.
We're doing it, baby.
Let's go.
We're going, man. We going.
Let's go. All right, we'll go. I'll wear my bandana, my jersey. We'll go. Let's go to the game. All right, we'll go to the game. Maybe we'll do it live over there from the game. What do you think?
Man, Flo. Bro, we got to plan an epic weekend, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
Epic weekend.
Crazy.
Man, crazy. All right.
Yeah. I'm ready, man.
So here we go, baby. It's the NBA, baby. It's the NBA. So let's look at the NBA here. So here we go. We're up to the conference finals here. Miami versus Philly. Milwaukee 1 up on Boston as of today. Phoenix and Dallas. Memphis and Golden State. Golden State up 1 today. So that's your conference semifinals. Going to be some great series. Man, some great series. So let's talk about today's game, bro. Let's talk about today's game. Man, today's game. So both the road teams won today, Canteen. So what do you think? I mean, what happened? I mean, let's talk about, let's see, the first game, Milwaukee and the Bucks. I mean, Milwaukee took it to, I mean, it wasn't even close. It was close, kind of close throughout the game, but then they pulled away at the end, basically. 101-89.
So when you look at the stats on that game, man,
Hold on. Okay, here we go. What's up? Go ahead. Sorry, something was in my ear, like super loud. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Giannis from the field goal, 9 for 25, 24 points,
13
rebounds, 13 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, he was being Mr. Everything. He needs to be a little bit of that. I was surprised he didn't score a few more points, but he didn't need to. But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Porter's 6 for 12. I mean, Porter's 6 for 12, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. 15 points. And then you got Holiday.
Right, he showed up big.
8 for 20, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 25 points. So I mean, across the board,
right?
They look really good. I mean, and even with the Celtics, man, if you break it down, Tatum, 21.6 for 18.
Right.
I mean, Horford had a decent game with 12 points, and Smart 10 points, and then Brown.
I think Jaylen Brown let him down this game.
Yeah.
They needed more from Jaylen Brown. He was doing. I don't think he's used to having to cover on defense and play offense so much with these guys. I thought without Middleton, the Bucks might struggle to score a little bit. But you know, Giannis, he didn't even have to score 30. I was thinking Giannis might have to score 30-something points for them to win this game.
Yeah.
But Holiday stepped up with 25 points. Portis, put in 15 points. Lopez had 6. You had Jared Allen give you 11 points. So everybody was kind of contributing. Connaughton gave him 8. Even Carter, was it Javon Carter? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Javon Carter, the guy out of West Virginia, he gave him 7 points. So he came in off the bench and gave him some points. I think Jaylen Brown let him down. Some of the bench let the Celtics down. Pritchard didn't do well. Fitz didn't do well. You didn't get much out of anybody else other than the old Spur, Derek White. He gave you some points, but gave you 10 points and 4 rebounds. But yeah, I think Tatum needed to come up bigger. And I think
game up, bro.
I think Smart or Jaylen Brown needed to come up big.
Yep.
One of those guys needed to come along with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was a little flustered. It seemed like, I don't know, having to guard Giannis and just having to play. This is a better team. This is a more veteran team than what they just played. Deeper. It's a deeper team than the Brooklyn Nets. So I feel like this is kind of exposing the Celtics a little bit because they look great against the Nets, but you could put them against the Bucks and they're struggling. So I think that this just shows that, the Nets team didn't have a lot of depth. They couldn't play defense like the Bucks can. I mean, Holiday is just, he had 3 steals? I mean,
I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute.
Yeah. And so I just think that this is huge because they just took away home court advantage from the Celtics. That's what the Celtics had going into this game. And game 1 is big. Whenever you lose game 1, that's huge. Because if the Celtics would have won game 1, that would have put a lot of pressure on the Bucks to win game 2, because then you got to go home and take care of home court. But now the Bucks, basically have home court advantage. If they win the next game, it's gravy. If they lose, it's okay. You go back home 1-1. So the Bucks really have put it on the pressure on the Celtics to win game 2. Go ahead, Kenton.
So this kind of crazy question, man. What do you now? Stephen A. Smith had some choice words. What do you think this whole Kyrie Irving calling the guys sellouts, this, that, the 4th and 5th? What do you think about that?
What did he say? What did Kyrie Irving say? I didn't get to read it. I didn't look into it.
I'll let you look at it and we'll talk about it next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that they were saying that they should get rid of Kyrie Irving. I know they were saying that. Some people were talking about get rid of Kyrie Irving. Kevin's not going to do it, so he needs to let the management take care of it. There were some people who were saying, hey, they need to blow it up, build around KD, and Kyrie's just not the guy that's going to be able to be that partner that KD needs to win a championship. I think it's more they just need to build more pieces. They don't got enough. They don't play enough defense.
Right.
They need one more guy to come up and play offense, help them with the offense. But they need a couple of dogs to come in there who can just play rough and tough defense. Yeah, and I just think that's what they need. They need 2 or 3 guys to play defense. You need a guy. They need a guy inside in the East, especially. You need a big guy inside. They did pick up what's his name, Drummond. But they need somebody solid. Maybe next year Drummond having a whole off season with them, maybe he can be that guy. But they need a guy like a Brook Lopez, like the Bucks have. Yeah. They need a big guy who can give you a big body inside in the East and give you some, protect the rim a little bit. That's what they need, some more defensive prowess in order for them to be productive. Yep. But what do you think? Is this huge for the Bucks? They go up 1-0. Now they took away home court advantage. What do you think?
Here's the thing, man. If the Bucks win Tuesday night,
Yeah.
I think they got a chance. They might sweep them.
Sweep. Bring out the brooms.
Now what's gonna have to happen is Boston need to win Tuesday night to even the board, man. And if Boston can steal one in Milwaukee, then I think it might run 6. Might run 6,
Hold
bro.
on. Something's coming up. I can't hear. There it is. All right. Sorry. What were you saying? What was the last part you were saying?
I said if Boston can slip one in,
right?
If Boston can win Tuesday night at home, they're in good shape. If not, man, I don't know. We got some question marks on the board, man.
Right. But you're saying a sweep is? Yeah, I think so too. If they beat them again,
they beat them Tuesday night. Gonna be a sweep, man.
That would be huge. So yeah, let's look at the Warriors. That was a close game throughout.
Man,
the
that was
117 over 116, 17, 116. I don't even know what happened at the end of the game. I didn't get to see it. How'd they win that game? Was it free throws or who hit the last shot?
Nah, so man, I can't really recall it. I know.
I got the highlights here. You want me to play the highlights?
Yeah, you can.
Let me play the highlights here. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring them up here. All right. Let me see here. I'm gonna play the highlights here. Here we go. All right, so let's look at some of these highlights here. So here we go. Hold on. I need to unmute it here. All right.
Things get wild. Morant to the rack, won't go. Jordan Poole pounces on the loose ball. Tough break for the Grizz.
So let's get back a little bit here. All right, here we go.
Memphis, late fourth now, tied at 110. Grizzlies up 2. Morant with the left-handed scoop. You got to listen to the kids. Under 40 now. Dubs down 2. Thompson again taking his time and taking 3 more.
Oh wow, Thompson hit.
They would kill him on
Warriors
3.
take the lead. Ensuing Grizzlies possession. Things get wild. Morant to the rack, won't go. Jordan Poole pounces on the loose ball. Tough break for the Grizz. Now they got to rely on Klay Thompson to miss free throws. Good luck. 84% career in the playoffs, but they're in the highlights, so he misses the first.
He misses it.
How about the second? Got to put one in, make it a 2-point game. Misses the second.
Oh my
God.
God.
Ball goes out of bounds. Couldn't call it, so it's a jump ball. Grizzlies would come up with the jump and get one more chance.
Wow.
3.6 ticks remaining. Who do you think it's going to?
Ja Morant.
Morant. Downhill to the rack.
Oh!
No! That's your ball game. As Ja can't get the scoop, way to go. And the Warriors win
He should have
117.
They were all covering him, man. He should have got rid of that.
Ja's like, yeah, all right. I see you now.
Wow, they won without Draymond Green.
Right there. He's so stupid, man. He pissed me off, man.
Yeah, he crazy.
He got crazy. He got ejected.
I don't know. So oh man, that was huge for the
Warriors.
For the Warriors, man, that was big, huge for them because I mean, you take one away, you take away home court advantage.
You take away home court, man. That's when you talking turkey, man.
It was a close game, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if you look at the stats, man. I mean, if you look at the stats,
right?
If you looking at numbers across the board,
Ja Morant had 34. I think he had 9
Curry
rebounds.
had 24. Thompson 15.
Jordan Poole, man, he's been playing well. 31
killing
points.
It, 31 points.
Poole.
Yeah.
Wow. Jordan Poole has really been doing well in these playoffs. I mean, he's becoming. He may be the guy that takes over this team after Curry and Thompson end up leaving at some point, or he may end up taking the maybe taking the lead on this team at some point in the next few years.
We'll see, man.
What do you think? Are the Grizzlies in trouble, or is this just going to be a back and forth series? I think it's just going to be back and forth.
I think this one's gonna go with 7, man. This one's gonna go with 7, and the reason I say 7. Because you got some, I mean, Memphis got the young guns, man. Memphis got young guns. They got a lot of energy. I think Memphis gonna win Tuesday night, man. Memphis gonna show up Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, man,
what's his name? Jaren Jackson, man, came in 33 points. He struggled in the last series. But this game, he came in, he had 30, how many points? 33 points. He came in, he had a great game. He's a young player. He's been there 3 years. He's out of, where is he at? Michigan State. 6'11", 242 pounds. He's a big guy, but he can shoot the ball pretty good. He had a great game. The guy that let him down, I think, is Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane only had 9 points. He's a guy who, I think he averages 20 points or something like that. What does he average per game? Regular season, 18 points. Postseason, he's been averaging 23 points. So he kind of fell short for them. Desmond Bane's got to get it going. I think if Desmond Bane and Brooks can get it going, Brooks only had 8 points. Brooks is a guy that, averaged 18 points in the regular season, 16 points in the postseason. So Dylan Brooks has got to come up bigger, and Desmond Bane's got to come up bigger. Desmond Bane's a young guy. I think this is only he's on like his second season with them, but he's a key part of that team. Desmond Bane, he's a kid that came out of TCU. He's a tough guy, 6'5", 215. He's a solid guy as far as he's built solidly, but he needs to come up big. He missed. I think he was. What was he for three? 1 for 5 from 3. He was 3 for 10 from the field. He was struggling with his shot. He's got to play a little more defense. Running around with Steph. Steph, runs around so much. It's hard to keep up with him. So I think that threw off Desmond Bane a little bit. I think Desmond Bane's got to come up big for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's got to help out Ja with some of the scoring. And if you can get the same thing or something similar out of Jaren Jackson, if you can get 20, 30 points out of Jaren Jackson and then Desmond Bane comes up, I think they can win this series pretty easily, but I don't know how consistent those guys can be. So, what are you thinking? Back and forth.
It's going to go 7 games, man. I honestly think that Memphis going to win Tuesday night.
Okay.
It's going to be game 7 in Memphis, man.
Game 7 in Memphis. That would be great, man. A great series back and forth, man. That might be the series of the playoffs right there. I think the Grizzlies, I still feel like the Grizzlies are going to pull this out, but, man, they put themselves in a hole losing to the Warriors without Draymond Green for half of the game, and they still lost. So, it's not good. So, you got to come up big. You got to win at home, and then you got to go back to Golden State and take one of those over there. So, we'll see what happens, man. Anything else? That's it, man. You want to hit one of the other questions? I think we're just about at the end here.
Hey, bro, man, listen, man. Next week is our week. The NFL schedule drop. We're going to play in this game.
Right.
This spectacular event, man. But I'm excited to see what the NBA playoffs going to bring.
Right.
Like I said, I know Memphis and Golden State is going to go 7.
Right.
Like I told you about Boston and Milwaukee.
Right.
If Milwaukee slipping there one another one, I don't know. And then the 76ers play the Heat.
All right.
I don't know, bro. We'll see though. But that's
see.
all I got, bro. That's all I got, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
That's it, man. Thanks for joining the show. Episode 13.
It was a good one,
1 year anniversary. 1 year, baby. Coming up on year number 2, baby. Gonna be a good year for the bottom line.
And you know what, bro? We just building just to get better. We're building to get better.
That's right, baby. Thanks for joining the show. Please share, like, give us some comments. Share it on wherever you got to share it, man. But give us some love. We appreciate all the Facebook group members. 446 members on the Facebook group. We appreciate all you guys. Need to grow the bottom line nation. Bottom line sports nation. Continue to grow. Yeah, let's go. All right, man.
It was good tonight, bro. It was good tonight.
Good. All right, man.
All right, bro. I'm out of here, man.
We may be out next time. Next week, we might be out. We might be out for a week, maybe 2.
We'll work it.
Next time.
We'll work it, bro.
We'll work it out. All right, man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.